How are you guys doing?
Doing great.
Okay, I'm glad that you took time out to come here today. I really wanted to talk to you because last week I spoke with a group called Proceed with Caution.
That's right, yes.
Okay, and they talked about how you helped them out. They're
Yes.
getting started, they're a brand new group, and they're getting started, and it turns out there are just so many groups out here that are getting started. And, you know, we all have our vision, we all have our dream. Why not go for it? I invited people here, or I'm inviting people here that have a vision and are going for it. Since they talked about these young men helping them out, I thought, let me find out how they do it. Then you can really get something out of that. Because if you have a vision to record or to produce or to do something out there in the industry, don't give up on your vision. Get to know other people that have the same plan, the same idea, and you can learn from each other. In fact, yesterday, one of the girls on the show told me that she found people on Craigslist. There's so many ways to find people that have the same interests that you have. So let's start by just talking to these guys. How did you two first meet?
Well, we met in a studio called In Your Studios down in the bottom. Now, they are a professional recording studio, but they are also affiliated with VCU, so they do have courses there. We both took an introductory course in recording, and that's where we met. Actually, the course was geared to beginners, but we weren't really beginners. We've been doing it for a while, but we both wanted to find out where we were at and assess our skills. So it was a great tool for us, and after we exchanged numbers and we kind of got together every once in a while, and we decided to take the next step and try and collaborate. Now, we do work independently, but also at the same time, if there are strengths that I could pull from Danny or Danny can pull from me, we work together.
Okay. Now, what's the name of that school again?
It's called In Your Ear Studios.
In Your Ear Studios.
Yes.
And they're affiliated with VCU. So if someone was to look through the VCU manual, they would see that course.
I believe so, yeah. So they can go, actually, they can go to lobe.com, which is the studio's website, and just click on the classes tab, and it'll give you all the information you need there.
So these are accredited courses?
Yes, if you're a VCU student. Now, I am not a VCU student, but I'm just taking it for my own knowledge.
It's continuing education.
That's right.
Right, which is another means. You get these manuals all the time from different schools who want to help you if you have a specific focus. They have classes that will help you in that particular area. They have schools for cosmetology. They have schools for medical assistants. Why not have a school for people who are interested in media and communication? And that appears to be what you've decided to go ahead and do.
That's right, and I'm also right now enrolled in their advanced audio recording class. And last night we recorded a singer-songwriter, local singer-songwriter, and the final exam is actually recording a band and actually mixing them. So I'm looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to learning a lot more and advancing. And then also being able to help my partner here, but he's not taking the class, but the knowledge that I'm gaining I can pass on to him.
Now, are these people, what am I thinking? You're going to record someone. Is this for someone to publish? Or when I say publish, are they going to put this CD out or DVD out or something out to promote themselves?
Yeah, with most cases.
Yeah, so you want to learn how to do this so that you can do this on your own professionally.
Yes. Well,
now, is it just music or is it media as well? Is it videos?
Well, no. Right now it's just music or audio. We've done some voiceovers also. But mostly right now, our concentration is on musicians.
Okay, that's your concentration. Does the school, I know I'm not here to talk about the school, but
that's okay, I'm sure they won't mind.
Does the school offer media courses?
Yes, they have a couple of introductory courses in video editing and I guess camera work.
Wonderful.
You don't have to be a VCU student to attend.
And that was my question for you. Are you a student?
When we met, I wasn't. I'm currently a student.
Okay.
But as far as their school is, you don't have to be actually VCU affiliated to be in it. Now, if you're a student, they do offer discount. That's the benefit from being a student. But if not, they have a price for those who are not, and you still could attend.
Yeah, it's well worth it.
Okay. Now, I noticed that the name of the show is not down there, but it's Megavision Video, and I just wanted to make sure that you all knew that this is Megavision Video. If you have any more questions or any concerns about what we're talking about today, you can contact me at Megavision Video, or Rita at megavisionvideo.com. But we're talking to two students here who are actually local video producers. And they are talking about how they got involved in the business. And let's go into what you've done. What have you done so far in this industry, for the industry? What have you done?
Well, lately we've been concentrating a lot on mixtape, because a lot of the local artists, they want to do a lot of mixtapes. We done their mixtape, their album cover, and we're trying to branch out now on bands and different type of genre. We don't want to limit our experience just to like the hip hop or just locally. We want to start off with R&B, hip hop, and then branch over alternative, any other different genre, just to get ourselves more out there, be more
Well-rounded, I guess. Yes,
well-rounded.
diversified. Yeah.
Okay.
Just like what we work. Yeah, with Proceed with Caution. They're a hip hop rock band. That's how I would describe them, and they've been great. They're really creative, and working with them showed me a lot. Because I don't profess to know everything. I'm still learning. So it's been a wonderful opportunity. We've also produced a hip hop album for a local group, a couple of kids from the neighborhood. They go by the moniker DMT, The Money Talks. So we actually The Money Talks, yes. They are talented, and you can we have a CD out on our website. You can listen to it. The website that we have is www.rsrDskee.com. That's RSR DSkee. And you can hear some of the music and some of the projects we've helped with the local talent here in Richmond.
Okay, RSR DES.
Now, RSR DSkee. RSRDesky.com.
Now, where did that name come from?
Well,
RSR, does it stand for someone's
RSR
name?
stands for Rarefaction Studio Recordings, and it was a former, I guess, business plan that I had that I just shortened to RSR to identify me. And Deskee, he's known as a producer, that's his name, so we just decided to combine it to RSR Deskee. We're working on building, I guess, a client list, not necessarily a client list, but enough of, I guess, experience and artists that we've worked with. So in the future, one day, we can go ahead and make that next step and actually open up a recording studio and actually have a business where people can come in and record, whatever it is they want, and whatever it is their passion.
And that's what you get training for.
Yes,
that's
right.
why you're going to school,
That's
to try and learn more about the field and how to work around it. I certainly understand your desires to do more and grow. And everyone had their start.
Yes, that's right.
I listened to these media moguls talk about how they started. One guy, I can't remember his name, his last name is Johnson, I believe. Robert Johnson.
Robert Johnson, yes, the owner of BET. Yes, that's right.
Maxed out his credit card to start his business. Now look.
Yeah.
Now look at what's happened. And the other guy who stars in all of his movies, I can't even remember. Spike Lee. Spike Lee. I'm just thinking of people off the top of my head who really started from the bottom. They made their own way. They created their own way. They knew what they liked. They were taught. They knew what to do, what needed to be done, and they just did what they had to do to start their own business.
Right.
I mean, if I was ever to be a television producer or a movie producer, I'd star in my own movies.
That's right.
And that's what Spike Lee did. He put his sister in some movies, and he started. Now look at him. He's making all these movies, and we have I'm trying to remember all of these names. I guess it's too much because it's just coming off the top of my head. But this guy who's making all of these movies now, Madea, what is his name?
That's right.
Oh.
You know who it is.
Yes.
Tyler Perry.
Tyler Perry.
That's right.
Right. Now, I know who Tyler Perry is, but the name just escaped me at that particular time. But we all had our start. We write these plays, we have ideas, we work with them, but we really don't know what to do with our ideas. Well, these young men are people who have an idea and they're doing what they need to do to bring this idea to fruition, to make it happen. They're working with local groups. They're working with people who have the same desire they have. They're going to school. And I just think it's wonderful to know that there's schools out there that can teach you what you need to learn without having to go towards an actual degree.
That's right.
You want to know because you want to know.
That's right.
And then once you learn it, you'll use it, you'll put it to work and do something great with it. Right now, I wish I could sing. You know, maybe I can get you to produce something for me, but I don't sing. I talk though. I'm a good speaker. So at some point, maybe I'll write a speech and have you come in.
Well, we can always do that too, yes. We have the capability, if you wouldn't record spoken word or anything like that, we have that capability too. And we'd welcome the challenge. That would be also something new. We've done the hip-hop mixtape. We've produced a CD. I'm working with a rock band right now. We've done a voiceover demo for someone also. So spoken word would be another, I guess, medium that we could venture into. And it just broadened our scope of knowledge.
Because a lot of people are doing that now. They have lounges for that, for people who just come out and just say what's in their heart.
That's right.
It's so many talented people out there that can put something together and come out and just rhyme. It's like back many years ago it would be called like a beatnik or something. I'm going back many, many years. But I see now that they have lyrical labs and spoken word, and there's some very talented people out there that are saying what's in their heart.
Yes.
And it comes out so smooth where you have to sit back and say, wow. And it's good to know that there are folks out there that can put that on a recording tape for them or a CD and get it out to the masses, because people need to hear what's out there.
Yes.
So at the school, do they have a way that people in the school can collaborate and maybe do projects together?
They do, I guess, homework based, but as far as outside, basically just network. Most of us come in with the intention of trying to start our own business. So when we get there, it's like, okay, I'm gonna learn from him, I'm gonna learn from that. Then after that, you start noticing people kind of like develop their own group, or if not, go solo, because everybody, I guess, fear of a competition, so it turns to competition. So it's, you know, we see each other, but after that, most of us is like, okay, I'm gonna do my own thing, because it's nice to see, like, we go on Facebook and we see a lot of our peers have actually started their own studio, started recording their band, and it's like, it's actually good, because you see how well they moved on, and you're like, hey, I know that guy, you know, he moved on too, and it's good, and we do keep in touch,
Yes.
and we try to collaborate, but as far as everybody else, they're not kind of like us. We have that strive. I guess, I'm not sure if it's the New York in us.
Yeah, we're both.
So you guys are originally from New York?
We're both from Brooklyn, New York. Very proud of it.
What part of Brooklyn?
I grew up in Coney Island.
And I grew up in Bushwick.
Yeah.
Bushwick. I know Bushwick. I'm from New York too now.
Okay.
I know Bushwick. I can't tell you much about it, but I know Bushwick. I know that there's so many people moving south.
Yes.
You know, I don't know if it's to pursue a dream. There's so many good schools out here, but the talent is everywhere.
Yes, there's talent everywhere. What we want to try and capitalize is on the people that have the desire and the willingness, because you can have talent, but if you don't have the desire, then it's just talent and it's not used. So, and there's a lot of people that, just like us, we're starting out. We have a passion for something, and there are matches for us out there that maybe don't know about people like us, or they would, you know, they look and say, well, I can't afford this or I can't afford that, you know, we're just willing to work with people, because helping other people is gonna help us too. It's gonna help us grow.
When they get where they're going, they won't forget who helped them along the way.
That's right.
And they can pull you along as well. You never know. They'll pull you with them. Like, they made it. They're going to appear at a certain stage, and you can be there.
That's right.
You know, you never know. Collaborate.
Yes.
Collaborate. And you must get worn out. I say that because I can imagine, as a producer, having to put music together. It's time consuming.
Yes, it is.
Nothing it's not like a push of a button.
No.
You have to know when to, well, tell me, because I'm thinking of mixing and things like that, but does it entail that? Do you have to do things like that when it comes to producing music?
Yes, you have to start with the building blocks of the song or itself, and then, you know, it's just like on a stage when you have a band. Let's say the drummer is behind the vocalist and the guitarist is off to the right and the keyboardist is off to the left. Well, you have, when you're making the mix on the song, you have to make it for the listener. Well, if the listener was there listening to it, well, so the key, you would have to mix where the keyboard would be off to one side and the stereo field and the music field and the drummers on the center, but they all have to also commingle and not fight each other. So there's techniques with equalization and compression and reverb and panning, which is what I'm talking about, the stereo field, so that making all the parts fit together cohesively.
So it's like more than just produce. Nowadays, producers is just not creating the track or recording the artist or making the sounds for artists. Nowadays, producers are recording engineer, which that's exactly
what we are, yes.
So we have to also, we gotta be the producer and the engineer. Now, as far as the engineering part, it could be difficult, but it is simpler than being a producer. Because in a producer, now you have to create a sound that people are gonna like. So when you make sounds, it's like you kind of gamble. Because it may sound good to you, to someone else it may not sound good.
Right.
Or it may sound bad to us, and next thing you know, someone comes like, I really like that sound. And you be like, for real? So, okay, let's work with this and create. Now we have different style as far as creating sound for artists. When we work with DMT, with them, what we did, we just gave them a drum pattern, and they were created enough where just with the drum, with the actual drum beat, they actually rhymed with, they created their song, their rap song through it. Then all we did, we came back and just layered it with the actual track, with the melody, and there wasn't even present for it. So when they came back, they were like, oh, this sounds really good. And all they started was just the basic drums.
Yeah.
Okay, so it does take, like you said, engineering. It does take talent to know how to blend and put it together and build it.
Yes,
and the ears. You have to have
there's
the
a
ears for
collaboration between the artist and the producer and the engineer. A lot of people ask what comes first, and really it's the chicken and the egg, the egg kind of thing. They both come hand in hand. The creative process, really, the artist will have an idea, and the producer and the engineer will have an idea, and you kind of have to and build and develop the idea together. And some people, maybe that's not their cup of tea, so that's something that we can work with. If they already have a set idea, that's fine too. And then we'll just do our best to, I guess, make their idea come to fruition.
Okay, that takes a lot of time. I'm still thinking about the time constraints, because, how do you... I could understand in a way why music producers are so concerned about people, I say, stealing their music off online and things like that. You put all of that time.
There's a lot of work and effort,
into putting something together, and somebody just goes and takes it.
Yeah.
Because to me, I was going to say us, but I know not everyone is the way I am when it comes to just listening to music. To me, it's just music. Okay, I like that. Okay, but I don't think of what it took to get to that point.
Yeah.
And that's where you guys come in.
Well, the key to making music is the end. The finished product seems so simple to have created, and that's the magic behind actually making the music.
I remember hearing something. Someone was asking a professional for help doing something. I don't really remember exactly what it was, but the man gave the woman the answer in like 2 minutes, and she went and did what he said to do, and it was perfect. And then he charged her for it. And she said, it only took you 2 minutes to tell me what to do. And he said it took 30 years of training to be able to tell you in 2 minutes.
That's right.
And that's something that we really need to think of in any arena. Someone who knows the work, someone who knows how to do something to perfection, had to get to that point.
That's right.
They had to train, they had to learn, they had to go through trial and error to get to that point. And I see you guys are doing that now. You're going to school, you're learning, you're working with small local groups. In fact, if someone wanted to contact you to get some help from you, or maybe to work with you, we can all collaborate. I say we, I'm not doing anything with music. But you never know who's watching, or who's listening. How can someone contact you?
Okay, well, there's the website. It's at www.rsrDskee.com, or you can send an email to rsrismusic@gmail.com.
Oh, that's nice. RSR is music. I could remember that. That DSkee, I'm not there yet. But RSR is music at gmail.com. Okay. Now, the group that I was talking to last week told me that they found members of their group on Craigslist.
Yes.
Now, do you guys, or is you just satisfied with the connections you're making at the school, or do you branch out like that?
We're trying to branch out, but we're trying to work right now because we are just starting out. We're trying to work with, I guess, networking and word of mouth and referrals.
Okay.
So, but if that doesn't mean that if somebody out there is listening now and is interested in working with us and seeing what we can do for them, sure, we'll be happy to go ahead and
Okay.
and you know and invite them and see what it is that they have in mind.
Okay, because it's all about the community getting
That's right.
together, people helping one another. That's why Community Access is here, to let you know that you're not the only one with that vision. You're not the only one that has a plan for the future, and you might need some help. Now, there's training in everything, for everything. I'm in a business now where we're getting trained on how to conduct this particular business, how to invite. And this is something that I've been doing for years. However, in the training, I'm learning things that I never even considered. You never know what you can learn from someone else who has the same interest, or someone else who has been there before. And that's why I'm inviting new groups, new producers, people who are interested in doing things in the area of media and communications, because there's others out there, and there's plenty of talent out there, and we can all get together and do something beautiful.
That's right.
You know, you never know what kind of group can come out of this. You never know what could happen with the group. You know, we can have a group go viral.
That's right. I would love nothing more to actually have a group, especially like Proceed with Caution,
Right.
actually make it and be a success story. That would, you know, it's not just about us, but to me, what drives me is to know that I have the opportunity to assist others with their dreams. And you know, it's
And
not.
that's what it's all about, because
yeah.
you know what? When you focus on helping others,
That's right.
they will not forget you, and you will get it back. Not just from them, but if your focus is really, like, I tell you, a lot of people are really focused on money, money, money. Food, shelter, and clothing, I'm satisfied. But the more that I find myself helping others and giving to others of myself, I find that it comes back to me. Someone will just come over and say, here, Rita, did you need this? Or Rita, you know, I got this, or I met somebody, or this. You know, you make connections by just showing someone that you care and agreeing to do something for them.
Yes.
And that's what I want to start here in the Richmond area. Because, yeah, there's schools out there, and you know what? There could even be competition with schools. Who's to say there's only one school out there? Someone else might have a talent a little different from the school that you're going to, and they might want to get some people together, and you might even end up teaching a course. You know, you think that you've gotten there, you've learned this from these people, and that's it. But as you develop your skills,
That's right.
you might have something to give someone else.
Well, yeah, I feel competition is good. There are some things that Danny's good at that I'm not good at,
And
and
you're
vice
feeding.
versa. So I get that also, that competitive nature that we both have helps both of us. And
Yes,
you
it
know,
does.
instead of saying, well, he's good at this and I'm not good at this, well, you know, how do I get good at this? How do I he's going to push me and I'm going to push him.
We're going to push each other, and the more pushing, the better for
That's
the,
right,
for the
and-
organization.
And we can also help musicians, push them.
Right.
A lot of musicians have ideas and thoughts, but don't know how to get it done.
Okay.
And that's where we can step in too and provide some direction.
And they might be making some mistakes that you can bring to their
That's
attention.
right.
Yes.
Let them know, no, you shouldn't be doing that, or you can do it this way or that way. And
Mhm.
yeah, I can see how that can work. I can see how that can work. Now, the name of the show is Megavision Video. And I know that we're almost done with our time, but if I can just get that name down there, because I want you to know that these are two local producers, Jeff and Dave. Danny. I meant to say Danny.
Yeah.
Jeff and Danny. And my name is Rita Moore from Megavision Video. Megavision Video is another organization that wants to help people, especially in the area of communications. Megavision Video enables you to have your own video website. Do you know, one thing that I like about a particular show, not a local show, but a syndicated show, the lady who comes on in the afternoons, Ellen, You know how many stars she's made from watching YouTube?
Really?
She sees something on YouTube, she likes it, she contacts the person, and she brings them into her studio, and next thing you know, they're mega stars. Justin Bieber, I believe that's how he's not. Yeah, Justin Bieber, is that his name? There's a young guy that she produced his first song for him, and now he's a megastar because somebody saw him on YouTube. Megavision Video enables people to have a video website so that you can go ahead and let people hear what you have to offer. And as they hear what you have to offer, if they like it, they'll catch up with you. Somehow, some way, you never know what might become of it. And that's what I'm thinking of with you two guys. You know, get people to know what you have to offer. Get people to mingle with you. See if you can help one another. And then your organization or your group or your company, if you determine that you want to really form a company, that company will grow, and you can really get more talented people out.
That's right.
You can get some groups started. You might even get your own arena where they can perform. Because there are people who are looking for places to perform.
Yes.
So if you
Yes.
owned a location where someone can perform at your location, then you'll have lots of rising stars that will contact you and will say, hey, I hear you're doing some producing and you have a place where I can perform. You never know what might come of it. I mean, I'm just talking off the top of my head, but I just want you to know my heart. That's my way of giving. Come on, community access. Let people know what you have, what you're doing. Let them know that if they have talents like that, that you all could get together and just have a ball.
Well, that's
You know, there's some people that I don't remember the name of the group, but it's in New York, where a bunch of people just got together and put together a play based on all of their talents. They just put something together. You never know what might come of this.
You never know.
And so I want everyone, proceed with caution. Already told me about you.
Well,
Now you're telling me about a group, what is
DMT. Yes.
DMT. You never know, DMT might be the next group. We might let them come up here and do some rapping. Okay, we'll let DMT come up here and do some rapping. We have plenty of talent, and I'm trying to showcase the talent because we all need to get together and just let Richmond produce some wonderful work. Get it out there.
That's
Let
right.
people know what we have to offer. Our time is almost over. I just wanted to know if you had any final words.
Well, me personally, I'd like to thank you for the opportunity to come on your show and discuss what we do. And we're just hopeful that we can continue the progress that we've made, and we're just appreciative of the opportunity.
Okay, you're welcome. This is Community Access. We're open to anyone who really wants to just come on and talk about what's going on in the community. How about you, Danny? See, I told you I knew your name.
Thank you.
What do you have to say?
Well, I would like to say, anyone who's interested in our service, you can contact us at www.rsrdskee.com, or even on Facebook. We are at Facebook too at RSR DSkee. And we're here to help anyone. We don't limit ourselves. We're not one that's gonna come out and try to take pockets. We don't.
Right, you just want to work with.
We're
We
looking
wanna
for
work,
people
yes.
that have the passion and the drive that we have.
Okay, and that's what we're all about. We want you all to get together. Okay, our time is up, and I don't know what I'm going to have next on Megavision Video, but if you have anything or any questions you want to ask, just log on to megavisionvideo.com and find out more about community access and what we have to offer. I thank you two guys for
Thank
coming.
you for having us.
And I hope that you can come back soon.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.